hit by hurricanes and wildfires. Joining us now, Congresswoman Nydia Velázquez of New York, who is the first Puerto Rican woman elected to the House. She's been fighting for more help for the island since Hurricane Maria devastated that area 3 months ago. As I understand it, Congresswoman, you were just there about 3 weeks ago. What do you want the Secretary to see today?
I would like for the Secretary to go to the rural areas where the devastation is so evident, and go out and get out of the metropolitan area. When President Trump went to Puerto Rico, he remained in San Juan, the metropolitan area. It didn't offer a clear vision of the humanitarian devastation that Puerto Ricans were facing right after the hurricane.
As you know, and you have called for yourself in a letter to the GAO to take a look at hurricane-related deaths in Puerto Rico. The official death toll stands at 64, but just yesterday, the governor saying that he wants a recount here. Our own in-depth investigation here at CNN found that that number could be far, far higher. Why is it important that there be a reaccounting here? Why is it important that that number be something different?
Well, the people of Puerto Rico deserve to know the real facts in terms of the number of people that were killed, that died as a result of Hurricane Maria. You have to remember that Puerto Rico is an island in the Caribbean and far away from the United States. Here is where we take decisions, we make decisions that will impact the kind of resources that will be provided. So when President Donald Trump went to Puerto Rico, he bragged about the fact that only 16 people, that was the official death toll, and it sends the wrong message in terms of the truly devastation that Puerto Rico is facing as a result of Maria. So it is important for members of Congress and the Trump administration to have the facts, to understand the numbers. And it is important for everyone to know that there is a process in place when any natural disaster strikes, not only in Puerto Rico, but even here in the mainland. The same debate took place right after New Orleans and Katrina. So this is why it's important that we have an independent review and analysis by the General Accounting Office, so that we could put procedures in place that will help government and local governments do a count that really reflects what happened.
Hurricane Maria, of course, one of a number of disasters that struck the United States over these past few months. In this past year, this $81 billion aid package has been proposed. Are you happy with it?
Well, it is not enough. As we all know, the governor of Puerto Rico requested $94 billion. Right here we have 81 to be split among the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, California, Texas, Florida. And it doesn't provide a cost-sharing waiver for Puerto Rico. We all know that the government of Puerto Rico is insolvent, and then on top of that, it doesn't do anything to address the Medicaid cliff. If we don't address the Medicaid issue that Puerto Ricans are facing, more than 1 million Puerto Ricans will be without health insurance at a time when the hospital system in Puerto Rico is not working properly, when electricity is a problem. More than 40% of the island still continue to be without electricity. So I need to hear from the Republican leadership that this is a down payment, that they will come back with another relief package.
So you want them to come back with more. I want to shift quickly to this tax reform bill because, of course, you'll be voting today. This is the largest tax reform bill, as you know, in more than 30 years. We have heard a lot about how Democrats were not part of the process. But this is important to all Americans. Did Democrats really push hard enough to be a part of that process, to put aside party lines?
Well, when you have a legislative product like this legislation that basically represents the largest transfer of wealth to the 1%, the wealthiest 1% in America, and just basically denying an opportunity for 80 million people that will be hit with a tax increase. There's not much to do. And we used to work in a bipartisan way. When you have a product that is really partisan like this one, is not going to address the real issues that all Americans are expecting from the United States Congress. This is a bad bill. It's a tax scam that will raise taxes on most of the working families and the middle class. And it's going to take money away from Medicaid, Social Security, and Medicare. And it will explode the deficit of our nation. So much for fiscal responsibility.
Congresswoman, we're going to have to leave it there. As we heard from the speaker earlier, he believes that we will see in the results, that the taxpayers will see in the results, that it is, in fact, a solid plan for the American people. We will be watching. Appreciate your time.